Welcome everyone to the dazzling world where fame, filters, and the allure of perfection collide. If you've ever wondered how far someone can go to change their reflection, or why a face you once knew seems almost unrecognizable today, you're in the right place. This is not just about beauty, it's about choices, reinvention, and sometimes the consequences of chasing a mirror's promise. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll have seen transformations so dramatic, old selfies would need therapy just to survive. Tonight, we're exploring 20 celebrities who altered their looks with plastic surgery, sometimes subtly, sometimes so boldly it stops you in your tracks. Let's start with Suzy Diaz, the media whirlwind from Peru who has turned reinvention into a lifestyle. Suzy never whispered about her procedures or hid behind clever angles. She faced the public with candor. Her first cosmetic intervention came at 35, a strategic moment when she decided to take her appearance into her own hands. From a refined nose to a sculpted chin, enhanced curves, and carefully placed liposuction, each change was deliberate. Suzy never suggested that makeup or lighting could do all the magic. She embraced transformation with full transparency. Her story resonates because it's not only about aesthetic changes, but the unshakable confidence behind them. Headlines tried to dissect her features, social media zoomed in pixel by pixel, but Suzy treated the scrutiny like static noise. Critics voiced opinions, predictably, but she understood the essential rule of fame. If people are talking about you, you're still winning. Suzy Diaz didn't fade quietly into the background. She redesigned herself and kept the spotlight glued to her evolution. Next, we have Marbelle, the Colombian powerhouse whose voice has always captivated audiences, but her body and face became part of the story too. Marbelle rose to fame at a young age, just 18, when most teenagers were focused on school dances rather than operating rooms. Under immense industry pressure, she underwent multiple liposuction procedures to align with the shifting ideals of perfection in entertainment. Later, she experimented with breast augmentation, only to remove the implants after realizing they no longer fit her vision. Over time, fans noticed her jawline and nose subtly changing as well. Marbelle attributes much of this to weight fluctuations, but speculation never quiets in the public eye. What makes her story compelling isn't the surgeries themselves, but her honesty. She has openly spoken about the pressure from media, the expectations of fame, and the emotional weight of being constantly observed. Ambition, insecurity, survival, probably a little of everything combined. Marbelle's journey reminds us that being in the spotlight often comes with a visual toll that's invisible to those outside the industry. Liz Vega, the Cuban-born dancer and actress who charmed audiences in Mexico, took a different path. Liz's early procedures were meant to enhance, but one risky decision involving cosmetic polymers taught her a difficult lesson. What started as a pursuit of beauty became a health challenge, a sobering reminder of the dangers of shortcuts in cosmetic enhancement. Over the years, Liz underwent breast surgery, Botox, and hyaluronic acid fillers, but she has always addressed her transformations head-on, unlike many who dodged the subject. The internet naturally had opinions, some applauding her courage, others tallying her procedures as if scoring a game. Liz Vega's story is powerful because it's about survival and inner resilience, not just the changes visible to the camera. In the world of fast fixes and filters, Liz reminds us that confidence and self-esteem are as vital as any contour or lift. Next, we have Rafa Polino, a young influencer known for prank videos and colorful challenges, took the conversation about cosmetic surgery to an entirely public level. He documented his journey from rhinoplasty in South Korea to orthodontic jaw surgery, showing fans every swelling, bandage, and recovery day. Add dental veneers to the mix, and the face millions grew up watching looked remarkably different. His transparency sparked debate. Some criticized the idea of monetizing cosmetic transformations for a young audience, while others appreciated his openness. Rafa's journey isn't just about surgery, it's about alignment. He wanted his outward appearance to reflect his self-image. In influencer culture, where a face is a brand, that alignment can be everything. Bold? Definitely. Controversial? Occasionally. But Rafa Polino didn't just adjust his angles, he changed them and let the world witness it. Jorge Kawagi, the former Mexican boxer turned politician, provides an intriguing perspective on transformation. Years in the ring leave marks. Fuller features, subtle structural shifts, and skin changes that aren't always cosmetic choices. Yet when Jorge stepped into politics, every detail of his face came under public scrutiny. Speculation ranged from cosmetic fillers to natural aging, but Jorge emphasizes the toll boxing took on him physically. His story bridges two worlds obsessed with appearances: sports and politics. In one, your face absorbs punches; in the other, it absorbs scrutiny. Jorge Kawagi's evolution is a fascinating example of how fame magnifies even natural changes, turning a jawline into a topic of public debate. Sabrina Sabrac, the Argentine model, took transformation to an extreme. Her procedures are numerous: rhinoplasty, lip enhancements, eye adjustments, multiple breast augmentations, and liposuction. Estimates suggest she has undergone around 50 interventions. At one point, she even set a Guinness World Record for the largest breast implants among Latin celebrities. Critics have raised health concerns, but Sabrina openly embraces her modifications as a philosophy and a personal brand. Her story exemplifies the extremes in celebrity culture. Where many chase subtle refinement, she pursued audacious visibility. Love her or question her, one thing is clear: Sabrina Sabrac refuses to be invisible. Nell, known for her bombshell charisma and glamorous image, presents a more subtle evolution. Fans noticed smoother skin, sharper angles, and slightly fuller features. Initially, she dismissed rumors, attributing changes to lighting or makeup. Eventually, she acknowledged treatments like Botox and hyaluronic acid fillers, insisting it was just maintenance. In the age of social media, just maintenance is rarely accepted. The internet zoomed in, memes circulated, and opinions exploded. Yet Nell's story isn't about drastic transformation, it's about resilience. She refuses to let public opinion dictate her choices, showing that sometimes the most powerful cosmetic move is confidence itself. Susana Gimenez, an Argentine television queen, navigated cosmetic maintenance differently. Known for her charm and elegance, she kept procedures subtle, adding collagen or minor lifts to maintain her camera-ready image. But in her 80s, Susana made a bold decision. She slowed down, allowing her appearance to age naturally. In an industry obsessed with eternal youth, choosing to embrace time became her ultimate statement. Critics still talk, but Susana's confidence proves that the most striking transformation can be a simple acceptance of oneself. Ricardo Fort, an Argentine businessman and personality, embraced cosmetic surgery with theatrical flair. Chin implants, nose refinement, cheek adjustments, lip enhancements, even rumored height-altering heel implants. His transformations were impossible to ignore. Ricardo treated his evolution like a performance, daring critics to react while fully in control of his narrative. For him, cosmetic enhancement was not about insecurity, it was about visibility, presence, and confidence. Every procedure was a statement, every change a deliberate act of self-expression. Jimmy Santi, a Peruvian singer, presents a layered journey. After a car accident damaged his nose, reconstructive surgery led to further aesthetic procedures over time. Add a battle with liver cancer to the mix, and Jimmy's appearance shifts become more complex than mere vanity. Public perception, however, lacks nuance, and his transformations were dissected relentlessly. Jimmy emphasizes that many procedures were corrective rather than cosmetic, showing that context is vital when judging public figures. Jocelyn Weldenstein, often dubbed Catwoman, spent millions on cosmetic procedures that turned her into a permanent cultural headline. Cheeks lifted, lips amplified, eyes elongated, every feature reimagined. While motivations remain speculative, personal preference, pleasing a partner, or something else entirely, the result was undeniable, an image that refused to be ignored. Jocelyn's transformation is less about subtlety and more about memorability, proving that in celebrity culture, being unforgettable can be its own kind of legacy. Meg Ryan, once the epitome of natural Hollywood charm, saw her visage subtly transform over the years. Fuller lips, slightly altered facial contours, and a refined balance of features prompted fan scrutiny. For someone known for the girl-next-door glow, these changes were particularly striking. Her evolution highlights Hollywood's obsession with youthful contrasts, how even those perceived as timeless aren't immune to pressure or curiosity. Laura Flynn Bowl, with her sharp, unforgettable features, experienced a similar journey. Her naturally distinctive look gradually softened through fuller lips, tighter skin, and minor contour changes. The public, accustomed to her original edge, reacted quickly, comparing old red carpet photos with new ones. While reinvention is celebrated in Hollywood, Laura's experience underscores the tension between personal choice and public perception. Sometimes, in attempting to refine what's already iconic, fame magnifies every adjustment. Tara Reid's story is a cautionary tale of escalation. Known for late 90s teen comedies and breakout roles, her beauty transformations took center stage after a problematic breast augmentation. What began as enhancement spiraled into a public spectacle, with further surgeries to correct initial procedures. Liposuction complications added more attention, and suddenly her appearance overshadowed her career achievements. Tara's experience reveals the high stakes of cosmetic intervention in an industry obsessed with flawlessness. Mickey Rourke, the rebellious heartthrob turned boxer, embodies the collision of career, injury, and cosmetic evolution. Boxing left him with a broken nose and facial trauma requiring reconstruction. Over time, the surgeries blurred into cosmetic revision, leaving a face that differed markedly from his early film days. His story is a cautionary note on the cost of reinvention, both physical and societal, reminding us that even raw, natural charm can become a battleground in the pursuit of youth and aesthetic continuity. Courtney Cox, iconic for her role as Monica Geller, offers a lesson in subtle shifts. Expressive, sharp, and beloved, she slowly incorporated Botox and fillers, leading to smoother skin and fuller contours. Yet this transformation came with trade-offs, less expressiveness in her signature reactions. Courtney later admitted she may have gone too far and reversed some treatments. Her journey is a reminder that the real glow-up isn't just about enhancement, it's knowing when to step back. Lil' Kim, known for her audacious style and dominance in hip-hop, faced dramatic facial evolution over time. Fuller lips, redefined features, and a striking shift from her early career look fueled speculation and debate. Yet through it all, she remains unapologetically present, demonstrating that transformation, even extreme, can coexist with confidence and personal branding. Finally, Carrot Top, the prop comedian with a flair for exaggeration, saw his face subtly evolve alongside his muscular physique. Fuller cheeks, tighter skin, and a more sculpted appearance sparked debate and memes. In a world where every visual change becomes fodder for public commentary, his experience illustrates the pressure even comedians face to maintain, refresh, or redefine their image. From Susie Diaz's unapologetic reinvention to Carrot Top's sculpted reinvention, each story reminds us of a singular truth. Celebrity transformations are never just about aesthetics. They're about identity, confidence, survival, and sometimes the stark realities of living under an unblinking lens. In a world where every cheekbone, every contour, and every perceived flaw is magnified, these stories go far beyond surface-level transformation. They reveal the emotional weight of constantly being watched, judged, and compared in an environment where perfection is often expected but rarely defined. For many, these journeys begin with a simple desire: to feel better, to look closer to how they see themselves inside, or to keep up with the ever-evolving standards of beauty. But somewhere along the way, that desire can become complicated. The line between self-improvement and self-pressure starts to blur. What began as a personal choice can quickly turn into a public conversation, shaped by headlines, comments, and endless scrutiny. These 20 journeys offer more than before and after comparisons. They open a window into the deeply human side of fame, the insecurities, the courage, the regrets, and the resilience. Some individuals embraced their changes and found empowerment in taking control of their image. Others faced unexpected consequences, both physically and emotionally, reminding us that transformation is not always as simple as it seems. At its core, this is not just about beauty. It's about self-expression in a world that rarely allows people to define themselves on their own terms. It's about navigating identity while millions of eyes are watching. And perhaps most importantly, it's about understanding that behind every transformation is a story, one shaped by pressure, choice, and the universal desire to feel accepted, both by others and by oneself.